Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. We're currently sat on the floor in a hotel room because why not? But this year I thought it'd be nice if I went to a new theatre. I would do kind of a come with me to the theatre kind of video, and then we can talk about how easy it is to get there, get my teeth in. It is like 8:30 on a Sunday and I'm unwell. Also talk about how it is for accessibility, how it is for a larger body sitting in the chair, how the toilets are, if there's any trigger warnings or loud noise warnings, etc. So yeah, basically I went to the Witches at the National, and here is the first, hopefully, of a collection of videos where we take a trip to a theatre and we chat. So hear that intro. So yeah, basically this isn't going to be the review will come afterwards, I'm thinking. But if you think it would work better the other way, feel free to tell me in the comments. But I'm thinking this is kind of like an intro to the show in the theatre, and then we'll have the review afterwards. Guessing. So yeah, my current plan is to do like a vlog of me going and showing you a few things. However, I didn't think this through this time round, so basically you are going to get some portrait videos with a little bit of jaunty music underneath, because if you don't know, I make little TikToks of my trips, and yeah, I normally give them like a star rating, etc. So I remembered to do those clips, but not clips for this video. So it's like 5 clips, so let's just show you those. And we're back in the room. So yeah, basically the Witches, let's chat about the National itself and the Olivier Theatre, which is where it is, and any warnings you might want to know about loud noises and blackouts. So firstly, let's talk about the National Theatre. It was my first trip there. I've always known where it is. I've actually visited the bookshop a few times and they've taken my money every single time. But I've never been to the actual theatre or theatres. So like I said, the Witches is in the Olivier Theatre, which is the biggest of the 3, and to get there you have to climb, I think someone said it's 5 flights of stairs. There is also 4, definitely, could be more, lifts, which we took on the way up. I went with my mother and she could not climb 5 sets of stairs, so we took the lift. We did take the stairs down just because of the flow of traffic when we were leaving, but very good in that way that you can get that far up in the building to the circle of the Olivier Theatre. I only use the toilets downstairs though. I use them on the base layer, the ground level, which is just around the corner from, I think it was the Lytton Theatre, and also just around the corner from the shop. They were a decent size. I didn't have to fight my way in and out, which you sometimes do in a theatre. And everything was there that needed to be there. There was toilet roll, it was clean. There was soap and water and hand dryers. No paper towels. I know some people aren't a hand dryer fan, so I did want to mention that. But toilet wise, for me, it was fine. And also my mother used them upstairs, and she also had rave reviews about those as well. My seat itself, I was in F51 in the circle. I believe there's 2 rows behind me. And seat wise, it's relatively like cushioned seat. The armrests are low. They kind of hit just above hip level on me, and I did have to have a little wiggle to begin with because it was a little bit tight, but once I got in the groove I was fine. I didn't have any like squashed feelings, which I have in certain theatres. The leg room was also good. The seat back of the row in front was relatively low, so there was no seat digging in your legs, which is always quite nice, and I was able to move my feet around as well. So seat wise, super comfortable. My view was really good. I will try and stick it here in case you're interested. And yeah, I can't fault the seats, apart from they're a little bit expensive, but that's by the by. Moving on to the show itself. On entry, there is a little piece of paper attached to a board just as you show your tickets to the front of house staff, at least on the level we went in through the door we went through. On that, it warned about bereavement, talk of death, flashing lights, haze. Can't remember the rest. Again, I'm going to try and remember to leave it here. So I was okay knowing that there could be some loud noises, but it didn't fill me with too much dread. Also, there is an age suggestion on it of 8+, so that is also something to take into account. My experiences with me and my aversion, should we say, to loud noises and such. I did write some notes, so let me just bring them up. So we had that it begins with a story on the screen. That screen has a picture of a little girl on it. The little girl does scream, and it is a relatively loud scream. It's kind of like the classic horror I can't do it because I'm ill but you know, oh, strangled, sorry. So it has a scream, gets louder. There is about 3 screams. On the 3rd scream, the lights will go out and the actors come on the stage to start Act 1. Act 1 contains a few loud noises throughout, but nothing too like shocking. There is also some flashing lights and some light effects when there is the witch's magic going on. Act 1 also ends with a blackout, which also is accompanied by a relatively loud bang. To the surprise of the person next to me, I jumped a little bit and went ooh, which was unexpected, but it wasn't something that really was unnerving to me personally. It just was a bit of a shock. In Act 2, there is again some more flashing lights whenever there is magic on the stage. There is one portion of Act 2 when there is something that happens in the auditorium in stalls level, and there is some magic that goes along the side of the stalls wall. It's not accompanied by too much of a loud noise, but there is quite a lot of flash. There is also a few lights throughout Act 2 that come from the side stage and take over the full audience in a kind of stream. It just goes up the audience like that. It goes a few times. It is a little bit blinding, but it doesn't last for very long. There is one final blackout in Act 2, which indicates a power cut. There is slightly daunting music in the background whilst it is dark, but there is no loud noise that accompanies when the lights come back up. It is just a little bit of a shock. I don't want to like put too much in where things happen and what things do in case you haven't seen it and you're planning to see it. I don't want to put too many spoilers in, but yeah, it was a very good experience to be in the National. The show I really enjoyed, and like I said, there will be a review coming shortly. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here and say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you come back for my next video, which will be the review. So I love you all lots, and I shall hopefully see you next time for that. Bye.